Morning, welcome back. Day 28 of the 30-day upload challenge. Today plus two more, and I am through the challenge. Barring any unforeseeable event like getting kidnapped by aliens, I should be able to finish the challenge. Last 2 weeks have just flown by. Wow, I can't believe I'm this far down the road. So don't forget, giveaway. Three gift cards, 300, 200, 100. I'm giving them away at random. All you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe. You have to do all three on any video on the channel, and you are eligible to be picked at random for the gift cards. Ends on November 7th. All the rules will be in the description below. Make sure you read them and understand them. Other than that, going home. Woke up in Georgia this morning, and it's time to go home. Get this trip finished. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be in the truck anymore. Had a few gremlins along the way that kind of fought me. Truck needs to go down for some maintenance and some service. And then I obviously have to jump back into work full speed. So no rest for the weary. And plus, on top of this, we have Halloween coming up on Friday, 2 days away. Halloween, huge event in my neighborhood. Probably the biggest in Southwest Florida, to be honest with you. People go nuts in our neighborhood for Halloween. Uh, Thousands and thousands and thousands of people come to my neighborhood for Halloween, and we do it up at my house pretty big. So I'll definitely make a video of that. I think that'll be day 30. Once Thursday, yeah. So it'll be Halloween will be the last day on the challenge, and I will wrap the challenge up at Halloween at my house. I'm going to save the details of it because it's kind of nuts what I actually do, and people think I'm crazy, but we have people come back to our house every year thanking us and being so grateful for the generosity that we do at Halloween. So, other than that, I am through Jacksonville, heading down I-10. I'm going to snake my way through 301 through the middle of Florida, back to 75 and home. So I think I'm probably in the 5-hour window to get home. It's 9:45. Hopefully that gets me through all the cities with no traffic. And we're home. Get this boat off the back of my truck, get it back to the customer in the water, and I just got a pile of work waiting for me when I get home. So if you've been along for the whole ride, man, you are the best. I appreciate you. If you have watched all of the videos, put a comment down below. Let me know if you have. They have something special for you if you do. We'll see how many people respond. I have a few things I can give away, just kind of on the side. So if you've viewed every one of the videos and you're honest about it, put a comment below and talk. So other than that, I'm going to roll forward. Well, I'm not sure what the day is going to hold. It's a boring truck day. Yesterday's video was kind of crappy. Had to keep it short, but man, when I stopped last night, I was exhausted. I didn't have the time to film an outro, so try and make up for it today, and let's go. Let's talk about YouTube channels. I'm going to talk about what I watch, why I watch it, who they are, a little bit about them, a little backstory maybe. But most of what I watch is automotive content, obviously. I don't watch network TV. I don't watch The Bachelor or any of that stuff. Never been my thing. Never been a primetime sitcom. Friends, Seinfeld, all that stuff. It was never me. So what I loved growing up was weekend, Saturday, Sunday morning car shows. There was always like the Power Block or so on and so forth, where there was a group of car shows kind of grouped together. And I would live for seeing those shows. Um, and YouTube has kind of taken that and blown it up for me, which is kind of ironic. Later on when you had the Motor Trend series and all those shows, a lot of those guys ended up with a YouTube channel after Motor Trend fell apart. Uh, but you even have OG guys like Stacey David, doing his Gears show, or all the way back to when he was on trucks on the Power Block. I mean, that guy's like been one of the original car show TV guys, and he's still kicking around on YouTube, I believe. His style isn't mine anymore, but cool. Just supporting the the car community still keep cranking it out, man. Just good for him. But I'm going to talk about what I watch. Probably top of that list is going to be a little more racing oriented, just because I have a connection with it. Is Cletus McFarland. Just you can't say enough about this guy's channel. Everything he touches turns to gold. His content is excellent. For me, the thing I enjoy the most about it is it's clean, it's well done, it's something you can sit a kid down in front of and not have any worries about anything inappropriate being said. No foul language, no content that implies anything other than beyond having fun racing cars, building cars, doing silly stuff with your buddies. Just built an amazing brand. Can't say enough about the dude, from buying racetracks to all the things that he does with merchandise and giveaways. Just has the formula, and good for him. I mean, just great channel. And the content is excellent as well. He's back into drag racing now. It's just that season of the year, and his content's the best that it is. Uh, Highly recommend him. After that, you kind of get back for me to the grassroots guy that is doing this stuff in his garage, and I go pretty long with some of these guys. Um, Snydertron 3000, that dude, I think his name is Josh. Been following him since early on, building stuff in his father's garage. I think we've talked about him in an earlier video, but just making something from nothing, buying cheap cars. He was kind of the originator, early on of the cheap eBay turbo. Um, but great content. Check him out if you get a chance. Um, Vice Grip Garage, again, OG, been around since the beginning with him. He's been around for a bunch of years. Dude, that was, again, I think he was working a regular job and then doing stuff in his garage on the side. And I don't think he's changed much to this day as his channel's blowing up. I think he's still the same dude going out doing revivals. I mean, that's the bread and butter of his channel. Going out in the middle of nowhere, finding some car, buying it cheap, making it run and driving it home. And again, another guy that you could sit your kids down in front of, not have to worry a bit about what comes out of his mouth, not have to worry about anything silly, just good, wholesome content. And I think just a good dude. And I totally support him when he does giveaway. Always buy a T-shirt, because I think it's just, it's how you can say thank you and give back to these guys. Because watching YouTube, doesn't cost me anything. So if your favorite YouTuber has something you can buy or whatever, man, help them out. These people are committed, and it's a lot of work. A little fraction that I do, my little, chicken videos. I mean, it's a lot of work, and these guys are 10 times what I do. So, Vice Grip Garage, check them out. Legit Streetcars, Alex, probably one of the best automotive YouTubers out there in the modern era, who just has really well done videos. His production value is extremely high. Um, what's cool with Alex is he takes you with a more modern car twist, but he takes you start to finish the majority of the time, or within the second video, he takes you all the way. He must film those things over weeks at a time, because he'll run into something, find a problem, and the next clip, he's got the part. So I think he pieces together videos over the course of weeks, and I think he has multiple projects running at a time. So his production level's got to be pretty high. And again, a good dude, very kid friendly. You don't have to worry about him saying or doing anything. Kind of, if you see the theme here for me, which is just important for me. But he takes on some stuff for like Mercedes and higher end cars, or you know depreciated higher end cars, I should say. Obviously, he has a background in European car repair, so he can sort through some of that stuff. But he does take you through the process, pretty detailed, and he also shows you the grind of when he fights a car and it's just not working. He's over and over and over. He's had some videos where you can see he's frustrated, but it's real. So, legit street cars, Alex, definitely check him out. Um, Waldo's World, or I think it was formerly Waldo Welds. He changed his channel. Another guy who has a affection for Mercedes diesels in particular. But this is another grassroots guy. Yeah, he's been building stuff in his garage and repairing stuff in his garage, and his content's really good. Amazing fabricator, um, but he's a little notorious for not finishing projects. But he's turned me on to a couple auctions. or an auction company that was letting you buy it through Manheim directly. And I bought a car. I think I bought a GMC 1500 Silver or Sierra through the auction company he recommended. He's a Copart guy, an IAAI guy. Um, does a lot of rebuild stuff, but definitely recommend him. Again, good theme, good quality content, good wholesome content. And that kind of feeds into the salvage repair auction theme or YouTuber theme. You know, you've got the big three. You've got Sam Crack, you've got Tavarish, and you've got B is for Build. And those are the OG, Copart guys um, that kind of opened that market up, where it really blew up that market where Copart used to be something affordable, and now I think they owe those three guys probably the growth of their business over the past 5 or 7 years, if not further than that. Um, I'll just show you how to rebuild a car from scratch. Tavarish, that dude's insane. If you don't know him, check him out. I mean, McLaren P1 from the salvage auction, a flood car. I mean, what are you thinking? I mean, there's nothing he won't take on, and he grinds it and figures it out. And I give him a lot of credit for that. Um, Hooey's Garage, Tyler, not necessarily automotive repair, but definitely automotive content. He's another one that's moved the needle in the market for some stuff. Uh, I've been trying to buy a Buick Park Avenue 3800 Ultra. Like you can't touch those because he's pushed that market so hard. And it used to be a great cheap car, but you just can't find them cheap anymore. But his uh his cheap car love is just fantastic. He's dabbled outside of his norm. He bought that Veyron and all that stuff. I think he's kind of come back to reality with that. But man, good to him. His channel blew up, does really well, and love to see someone like that have success like that. Um, Tony Angelo, stay tuned. Another guy that came from automotive TV world. Super cool guy, has a ton of projects constantly going on, and he'll show you how to take a cheap car and build something out of it. He just did one recently, I think like a Dart or something, or a cheap Opar. Um, just great personality, but again, cool guy. Just shows you hands on how to do some of this stuff. Walks you through the entire build. Doesn't come out with high end polished cars. Doesn't do paint and body work, but kind of run what you brung stuff, which kind of just opens up the door to other YouTubers like Mortsky Repair. Mortsky, awesome dude. Just shows you that you can go out and buy rusty buckets and make something fun out of them and just drive them and enjoy it. Same thing with Derek Fight Skip Garage. Just buy a car, get it to run. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be an award winner, but just get out and use the car. Get out and run it and enjoy it. And he's one of those guys that just has a great channel as well, Tony Angelo. Um, Dirthead Shed, Dave Chappelle, again, came from the TV world. Amazing fabricator. Give that guy a welder and some pipe. He's off and running. If you haven't checked out his channel, it's kind of growing. He's only made the transition, I guess, a couple of years ago. But I think in one of his most recent videos, he announced he's going full time YouTube. So good for him. Keep pumping out the content. Mike Finnegan, Finnegan's Garage. I mean, what else do you say? Amazing content. Dude just kills it. Hopefully you know him. You'll know him from Motor Trend, from Roadkill, and spinoff David Freiberger as well. David's full-time YouTube. David's got great content. If you don't know them, check them out. Again, just guys that will show you how to buy something affordable and make something out of it. A lot of drag race background with both of them. Freiberger's got a lot of nostalgia in him with old racetracks and old Route 66 stuff. So if you haven't seen them, check them out. Another cool guy, JC Smith Projects. Uh, just a lot of commercial stuff, heavy duty stuff, a lot of F650 type trucks, a lot of auction buys. Shows you how to crank stuff out. Highly recommend him. He makes some really cool content. Used to be kind of a grumpy old guy, but he kind of seemed to have made the transition about a year ago and just kind of changed his personality. Talks to the camera instead of talking at it. And I think his views have reflected in that. Just pumping out good content as well. Another guy, kind of new for me, Scrap Life Lee. This guy's taken old Mopar or modern Mopar stuff and putting Hellcat stuff together, buying, burned out cars, theft recovery cars, and piecing them back together. Great production value. His budgets must be pretty strong in whatever he does in his real life, because the stuff that he buys is not cheap putting it back together. And he's figured out, he's got the formula how to make Hellcat stuff work. And then he put a Hellcat motor and something silly like a Miata or something. And then he's done the opposite. He's put a Honda K motor in a Hellcat. So uh, good sense of humor, but great content. It's well done videos, well done builds, not just thrown together junk. He does some pretty good stuff. And I think we're going to call it there. And that's kind of a sampling, probably a third of what I watch. Maybe we'll do an update video. But if you watch any of these guys or you see them, throw a comment below. Tell me what you think of them. If you like them, you don't like them. Or if there's something that you like, throw a comment in there. I'll check them out. Um, but other than that, I think we're going to call it here for the day. I'm in the home stretch, almost home. Day 28. Let's wrap it up in the bag. And we'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you watching.